So we took our pre-test. We took the pre-test, and one of the questions you actually missed a lot of was the one about moon phases. So we're going to have our little lesson today about moon phases for you guys up for testing. First, we have a pre-test. Now, on a pre-test, you're not supposed to know every answer. So if you don't know, try your best, and hopefully by the end of this, you'll know these questions. Okay, so put your name at the top. Okay. The first question says, what is it called when the moon is lit on the left side? Did I do that lesson with you guys?
Yes, you said waxing.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was you or the other group. Hold up your hands, left or right.
Yes, I practiced that this week.
Just do your best. We're going to go over it again. Guys, this isn't for a grade. Like I said, just do your best. Okay? This is a pre-test. A pre-test is at just seeing what you know right now. And then after this, we're going to have the same exact test. It's going to be the post-test. After this lesson, you should be able to answer all these questions. Okay, next one. It says, what is it called when the moon is lit on the right side? And now it's a little bit harder. It says, draw and label the phases of the moon. Yeah, draw in order. It's got to be in order. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're called, yeah. After, like I said, after this lesson, you're going to be able to do this, okay? We're going to have some activities. You're going to be able to do this, okay? So if you don't know it now, don't stress out, okay? Because you will know it.
Miss Hawkins, whose birthday is Wednesday?
Whose birthday? Oh, Blake's.
So we said he's going to have his skate park on Fridays in Boston.
We'll give about 5 more minutes on this. Did you go over this at your other school? Yep, looks like you did. Hey, you got about 2 more minutes. So when you're done, put your pencil down so I know that you're done. Okay? Alright, Rachel, take these up for us. Alright, like I said, one popular question that you did miss was concerning moon phases. Alright? So we're going to go over moon phases today. Waxing and waning. Okay. When the moon is lit on the right side, it is waxing. It is waning when the moon is lit on the left side. Now we had a next little thing to remember this by the other day. Hold up your hand. Do you remember what we did? Instead of wax on, wax off, we did waxing, waning. Okay, Lisa, it's going to matter which hand. Which hand are you going to use for waxing? The right. Okay, so hold them up. Waxing, waning. Waxing, waning. One more time. Waxing, waning. Alright, so if it's lit on the right side, hold up your right hand and you should automatically remember waxing. If it was on the left side, then you should remember waning. That's a good way to remember this, ain't it? Instead of wax on, wax off, we got waxing and waning. Thank you. Alright. Waxing. Here is a picture of a moon that is waxing. Okay? How do we know it's waxing, guys? Christopher.
Because it's lit on the right side.
It's lit on the right side. Look. The right side's lit. The right side is lit. The right side is lit. So it's what?
Plus they're all
It's waxing. No, they don't all look the same. Look. Here's a crescent. And we call this a gibbous. And then we're not going to go over this one. Okay? So they don't all look the same because each one is showing just a little more. Okay, waning. This is a picture of the moon when it's waning. How do we know that it's waning? What side is it lit on, Rebecca?
the left side.
The left side. Hold up your hands. It makes sense, doesn't it? Waning. We know this one's waxing. This one is what?
Waning.
Alright, pay attention to what side you're doing this on. I see people doing it opposite. phases. Remember, this is a little rhyme that we come up with. Remember? The reason the moon shines at night is because it reflects the sun's light. Alright, well, I'm going to say the first part, and I want you to finish the second part for me. The reason the moon shines at night is because it reflects the sun's light. One more time, I want it louder. The reason the moon shines at night is because it reflects the sun's light. Alright, now you're going to say the first part, and I'm going to say the second part. 1, 2, 3. The reason the moon shines at night is because it reflects the sun's light. Okay? So, why do we have moon phases? If we have a question that says that, we should automatically think of a rhyme, right? The reason the moon shines at night is because it reflects the sun's light. Alright? Because that's what our open response asked. And a lot of us got it wrong. Okay? So remember, if we get an open response on K-Prep in 2 weeks, we should be able to remember it now. The reason the moon shines at night is because it reflects the sun's light. Alright. Okay, here are the moon phases. Okay? Now, when we learned these back earlier in the year, we actually learned only 4. We learned the last quarter. Well, it actually starts right over here, and it goes around this way. It's different from what we actually learned. So we learned new moon, and the first quarter, and the new moon, and the last quarter. That's what we learned, okay? But now, we have questions that's asking us about the ones in between, okay? So now we're going to have to learn a few more. We're going to learn 4 more, okay? So we start off with new moon, and we're going to go to the waxing crescent. Now, anytime that we see just a little bit of the moon shining like this, it's going to be a crescent. Because if you look over here, it's going to be a what kind of crescent?
Waning.
Waning. Why is it waning? Can you tell me?
Because the left side is lit.
Will you raise your hand?
It's shining on the left. It's lit on the left side.
It's lit on the left side. So anytime we have a little slither showing, what do we call it? It's a what? It's a crescent. Okay? So we're going to go from new moon, which is all black, to a what? What kind of crescent? Waxing crescent. Because it's lit on what side? The right side. And then we already know this one. We already studied it. When half of it, when half of the moon is showing, and it's lit on the left side, on the right side, it's the first quarter. Then we're going to go to the waxing gibbous. Okay? I know that's a weird name. But anytime that you see a little more than half of it is lit, it's going to be a gibbous. Okay? So anytime you see a little bit, it's going to be a crescent. But if you see more than half of it is lit, it's going to be a gibbous. Close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay. Who is still confused with crescent and gibbous? Be honest, because everybody's got their eyes closed. No one's going to see. All right, open them back up. All right, let's try it again. We got another activity that we're going to do with this, and hopefully it'll be better. All right, so when a little tiny bit is showing, it's always going to be a crescent. If the right side's showing, it's going to be the waxing crescent. If the left side is lit, it's going to be the waning crescent. It's always a crescent when a tiny bit is showing. But when they are more than half of it is lit, see over here we have half that's lit. But now we have more than half is lit. So it's going to be a gibbous, the waxing gibbous, because the right side's lit. Then we have the full moon, and everybody should know what the full moon looks like, right? Sit up, Tyler. It's completely lit. Then we because why? More than half of it is what? Lit. So it's going to be waning because it's lit on the left side. Waning gibbous. Then we have the last quarter moon, which is one that we learned earlier in the year. Okay? And then you have what kind of moon? The waning crescent. Okay? I actually have, let me find my remote to this moon over here. I have it over here. Alright. Look over here on the door. We have the moon on the door, okay? Turn this sucker on.
Awesome.
Okay. So here, what kind of moon is this?
The full moon.
I'll turn this back on in a minute. Okay, it's the full moon. Now, everybody, I want you to pay attention over here, okay? What is this? Everybody, I don't want you to yell it. I want you to raise your hand. Charity. Hold up. It's changing on its own. 1 minute. Alright. What is this? What do we say when a little bit of it's showing? That's right. Waxing crescent. Because when a little bit of it's showing, we call it a what? A crescent. And if the right side's showing, we know it's what? So it's a waxing crescent. What's this one? Tyler. It's the first quarter. Because half of it's right down the middle, ain't it? Half of it's showing, and it's the right side, it's the first quarter. We're going to turn this computer off. Okay. That's better. What's this one? Denny? Waxing gibbous. Why is it a gibbous? Madison.
Because we're crescent only a little bit wet, but for a gibbous a whole lot wet, but only
More than what?
crescent. More than half.
There you go. More than half is lit. So it's what kind of gibbous? Waxing, because the right side's showing. Okay, and we know this one. We surely should know this one. Bridget. What do we call that one? Full moon. Completely lit, isn't it? Okay, well that's actually full. Okay. Now what do we call this one? Christopher. Hey, tell me one thing first. Is it waxing or waning?
Waning.
All right. The waning gibbous, because more than half is lit, right? That is too. Okay, now what's this one? Chastity.
Last quarter.
Last quarter, because why? Because what side's lit?
The right side. The left side.
The left side's lit. We know that's the. Okay, what's this one called? Kendra.
Waning crescent.
The waning crescent, because only what?
The left side. And only a little bit.
Right. Only a little bit showing, and the left side's lit. Does that help seeing it like that?
Yeah.
So what's this one? We already know what this one is, right? New moon. Okay.
I like that dude.
Now we're going to do a little activity. Okay? It's the Oreo project. Okay? We're going to start with phases of the moon. Okay? Alright, but you take a good look at this because I'm not going to have it up here when we start. Okay?